What is going on, bro?
No idea what's going on, guys. Are we live? What is going on, guys? Let us know what's going on, people. What is
Let me.
going on? What the fuck?
What the hell? Let me see if we're
Are,
live, bro.
are we live or what, guys? Let us
Let me
know. It's
see.
saying we live. What is going on? Let's see.
Yeah,
We'll
we're
see how far.
live. I'm not
Are
sure
we
what
live?
happened.
Oh shit! Let's try this once more. Play. It's not working. I don't know what's happening with my
What the
clip.
fuck?
What in the blue hell? What
Do you
the
want me to
hell's going
try
on
it
here?
on my end? But it probably
Try
won't
it.
work on my end either. Let me see.
Try it. Try it. It might be my browser.
Man, the opponents that came for it, Sean.
I can't believe it. It's in the title. They knew what was going to go down. But anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome to TTS Xbox Podcast, episode 67. Another week, another great week. It has been a great week. Let me take that back. Sorry, guys. It's been a hell of a great 6, 7, 8 weeks. It's been for those Xbox gamers. The amount of shit talking we've been doing.
Yeah.
Ooh wee. And listen, guys, today we can continue to talk that shit. That's what I'm gonna say. Now let me introduce my homie, the host of WBG Xbox podcast. He will get a normal introduction today. Hey Greg, what's going on? Play.
Yo, I am feeling great, brother. Like you said, man, this has been a fun 6 to 7 weeks. And I can't wait to talk shit today, my brother. Let's go. Let's go.
100%, man. A guy, members in the chat, listen. I know people have asked, like, if you have to describe TTS and that, put into words and that, how would you describe the show? I would say TTS is the most brutal, the most vicious, the most violent podcast out there. Nobody can touch us. Our style's impetuous. Our defense is impregnable. You wanna fuck with us? You ponies wanna come at us? We don't play that shit. We will fuck you up on that. Straight up. I'm a right player.
Talk that shit.
And let me give a shout out to the members and that. First, we got Geese of Truth. What's going on, homie? Hector the Macho Man.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth.
Phantom Kraken. Emmanuel 1. Ritz Siriku. Javier Overdale.
Over there, yo.
Overdale. 2Man55. Ray Ray. SP. Jagaya J. Pentiment. Knife.
Pentiment.
G Stuff. the angry therapist MD, the blue one, the real shit gamer, and whatever that says. Sorry about that, Shane Tomlin, Hassan Abu Zaid, Maurice Branch, Kendrick Starr, Victor motherfucking Click, Leighton Money, Dirt Griggity, Chill Carlos, Ben X Morgan, and the awesome Justin Marr. Shout out to the TTS family members, and shout out to you guys in the chat. Listen, player. I know you did a one. What was it called again? The Dogman podcast.
One man, Dark Man podcast. Yeah.
And people were asking, "Yo, Dirt, your channel says DIRT, but when you're doing your streams, why does it say DURT? What is it? Which is it? Is it Dirt or Dirt?"
Is Dirt DIRT, but for podcast it's Dut. It's Dut.
It was funny though because you were trying to explain. Some people were saying what is it, and then in the comment section as well, I was laughing.
Yes, dirt.
Is the guys, please hit that like button, share this out, and let the good brothers out there and sisters know the Xbox fans, when they come here, this is a safe haven. When they come here, they can talk that shit. But when ponies come here, we slap the shit out of them. They want to bring it, we'll bring the fucking fire. Fuck them and that motherfucking PS5. Straight up. They can't touch us. They can touch us when it comes to TTS and WBG. They think they can fuck with our chat, you guys in the chat. As soon as they come, what happens? They get bodied,
Yep. And then
destroyed,
they
and
get
that.
blocked.
Then they get blocked by other mods and that. And I love the shit. Go back to them other dog shit podcasts. Why come here for? Why come over here for when you know we're gonna be talking that shit, player?
Yep.
We don't play
Flat
that
out.
shit. Flat out. We'll make you cry.
We'll make you cry because y'all know what's up. You know, y'all been warned because y'all see.
Somebody woke a sleeping
Anyway,
giant.
If my browser's going a bit funny, I might have to hop in and out. We'll see how it goes, play.
Hey, did you see
But
me just play
listen.
that move shit?
Yeah, it's playing around, but ain't it?
No, it was fine on my end, but you was kind of like talking through it. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, and I might just need to reset it or something. But anyway, guys, let's get into the first topic.
Yeah.
And we're gonna take it easy. No, it's not gonna be easy, play. And listen, we'll start with this dude here. I'm gonna put a picture of this dude.
Okay.
Some guys. You remember this picture?
I do remember that picture.
You do remember it, don't you, Nick?
Vividly,
Now,
yes.
vividly and that. When he took over PlayStation, was it 2015, I believe?
Yes, it was 2015 because I forgot the last guy name. Andrew. No, not Andrew.
Jack.
No,
Was it? No, not Jack.
Jack Trent. Yeah,
Jack
he took
Trenton. Yeah.
Jack Trent's spot.
So yeah, he really is wearing a tight top with his bitch tits. Everybody remembers this and that. Now, I want you to just picture this and that. Throughout the PlayStation 4 generation, he maybe started off a bit rough and that, but when it came to 2018, 2019, and obviously that's when he finished off with his 2020. Obviously, that was his game basically when they came out. People said this guy's the greatest. He delivered awesome games, incredible games. This is the guy we want for the next generation. But in late 2019, we found out that this guy, he got his ass fired. Well, he said he stepped down, but I'm gonna go with he got his ass fired and that. He didn't want to be demoted like Yoshida, a janitor, mopping the floors in the basement. He didn't want to be that shit. So he left. He got kicked out. Now people gotta understand. Across the pond, you gotta understand this guy loved this job. But someone across the pond, an evil man, guy named Jim Ryan, he was out there talking that shit, dominating the Europe and that. And he took this motherfucking job. He took his job. The guys in the chat, ponies were like, yeah, I don't mind this. This guy dominated Europe and that. He made PlayStation back on top, dominating Europe, UK, you name it, all of them other countries and that. This guy can lead a team. But when 2020 happened, when we found out this guy was full of shit, full of lies, deception, lying to this fucking fan base, the ponies, talked about we believe in generation. We want to move you motherfuckers over from the PlayStation 4 gen to the PS5 fast as possible. Do you remember that play?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Then they found out this guy was lying. Lying. Look at the way he's holding the controller, dirt. Look at that shit. What the fuck is that? He's holding it from the edge. Look at that. Not even look at this shit. This guy's evil. Evil and that. But the people, the ponies hated this guy. They're gonna be like the way Jim Ryan moves, putting the games to PC as well, pushing it even further. Lying, talking about we believe in generation. Now update came. They go, we wanted Shawn Layden back. We want that dude back and that. Look at the greatest years we had in PlayStation 4 generation 17, 18, 19, and 20. Incredible on that. Now, there's an update for Shawn Layden. We talked about giants. We actually talked about giants. And let me tell you something, PlayStation isn't a giant when it comes to this. Phil talked about this shit. Now read this out, player, if you don't mind.
Looks like what you talking about, like Shawn Layden shit?
Just the top part, bro. We'll
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Looks like Shawn Layden has joined Tencent Games as a strategic advisor, according to LinkedIn post.
And then he doubled down and confirmed because I'm delighted that I joined Tencent instead of that dog shit company, PlayStation. You think Shawn Layden didn't know? You think Shawn Layden didn't know late 2019, 2020 what was going on? He knew PlayStation was a sinking ship. Shit. You think he's not seen Titanic? You think he doesn't know about the story? He's seen what happened at the end of Titanic. That small piece of wood. The size of the PlayStation 5, there was no room for him on that piece of wood. No chance. Impossible. He decided to go with a giant there. Guys in the chat. He went for the giant. Tencent, not Sony, SIE, that dog shit company, broke company that can't compete, which we'll be talking about with Satya later on in the show. This guy knew exactly. He watched the movies. He's read the stories, the history about what happened with the Titanic is a sinking ship. He knew there wasn't going to be any space on that board. That big bitch of a console PlayStation 5 would took an all the space up. No chance he would have survived that. So he decided to go to Tencent play. Now, look at this, yeah. All jokes aside, I think he's going to be a advisor, assist with the support team with Tencent. So looking at this play, I think this is a good move because the way Tencent is moving, the way they're investing heavily into all of this gaming company. We know the most recent one was Ubisoft, nearly 50% of the shares in there. He's going to advise these guys. And we talked about we never know what's going to happen with these other giants coming in. One day, they might come with a console. You never know. One day, they might come with a handheld. Or cloud gaming takes off like next level in the next 5 to 10, 15 years. Now, looking at Shawn Layden and that, look, we've been through the PlayStation 4 gen. He did some great stuff. Now, I think this is a great move by him, but some of the ponies were upset. Some were saying he's a traitor. He betrayed us and that. Man. What do you have to say to these pieces of shit dirt?
Before we go, let me get these super chats.
Thanks, bro.
Onyx with the $2. Ponies are that wet, smelly farts that buns. It burns. Oh, shit. Damn, it burns. Damn, I ain't never had a fart that burn, bro. Mandingo Mythicus with the 5. Oh man, it's the brown skin Fred Flintstone and the dark side of the moon.
Oh, come on, play.
Oh, come on, that's uncalled for. Mythicus is 2 times turned on. Hey mom, you seen my box of tissue? Oh, come on.
Talk that shit, play.
And Hector Damachumian, member for 5 months. He says, ponies got Phil and Satya name in their mouth. More than Jim Ryan on Twitter talking about Xbox because Sony is drier than the desert. A desert. Oh, yeah. Thank you, bro.
Shout out to them guys and that. Not there. Is Shawn Layden a traitor? Yes or no? Should he went back to PlayStation? Or should he went further with the big boys?
Man, look, that is a man. If Pony's really out here saying he was a traitor, bro, that's that entitlement. Like, he's supposed to cater to y'all. That man got a family. I'm sure Tencent is a great move for him because Tencent is, hey, man, they're a monster right now, right? Tencent is making big moves. They're going to continue to invest. It's a great move. I'm sure 100%. It was a nice offer. I mean, because he was just chilling for a while after Sony told him to get your ass out of here. It seemed like he was chilling for a while. And, hey, look, time to go back to work. Now, if ponies are really saying he's a traitor, bro, come on, man. They think everybody should work at PlayStation. They think everybody should want to kiss PlayStation ass. Like PlayStation is the number one company in the world to work for. No, bro, stop it. That man is doing what he has to do. And it's just showing you that Tencent is serious. Because Shawn Layden, I mean, to be the head of PlayStation, that's a pretty big job. right? That's a pretty big job. That job, only a few people has had that job before. So for that position that he's going to at Tencent, it must be a bigger position than people think it is. Because I'm sure that he just wouldn't take anything. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, I agree with you. Like to see what they're doing and the way they're investing. Phil talks about these guys are keep invest every fuck. I'm sure they invested into like 4 or 5 companies this year already.
Mm-hmm.
Tencent. And to
Yeah, man.
see him jumping on this, I'm not surprised. He sees the industry. I know he said some dumb shit about gaming subscriptions, all that bullshit. It's not sustainable, or you need X amount of people, subscribers to make it sustainable. But I know he sees the way it's going. I'm glad that Shawn Layden isn't looking like Colin and these guys.
Mm.
These PlayStation dudes back 10, 15 years ago. Some dudes, you notice that some dudes still look back at the glory days, the old ways, that they believe the old way, the way of the old works in today's generation.
No, it just doesn't, bro. It just doesn't. Sean, people are stupid. People are stupid. We can't have things the way it was in 1988. Shit, 1995, 1998. It's just a different time. We're in 2022. The technology is much more advanced. The games are amazing. The graphics, the stories. But these dumbass ponies still want these AAA, like big time narrative games. They want those games, right?
Of course.
Of course they want those games, right? Because PlayStation is good at making those style of games. But guess what? Those games is expensive. And one and dones just don't make money like that anymore. Back in the PS2 generation, yeah. A nice game take maybe a nice AAA game take maybe 15 million to make, 10 to 15 million. Probably take 2 years.
Mm.
Not as many developers. Yeah, those games sold a million. Hey, y'all already made profit. The game sold a million already. Great. But it's a different time, man. Didn't Jim Ryan tell y'all ass 10 to 20 million ain't enough anymore? So for y'all to get mad at Shawn Layden for wanting to be better, to better himself, to get another position in the gaming industry, because clearly he loves the gaming industry, or that's just where his experience is. Hey man, shit. Y'all entitled punks.
Everybody in the chat, the members, put that emoji in, punk ass bitches. Anyway, your baby father with a $5. Shout out to you, homie. Great point, Sean. I was thinking the same thing. They will have enough IPs to drop their own console. Bless up, guys. Facts, bro. You gotta understand. They talk about competition. I remember when Phil was talking that shit back in maybe 2017, 2018. All of them interviews, and he's one of the most like misquoted motherfucker around. Straight up, everything he says is got to be something else. It's always something else to it. He talked about. We'll definitely talk about this Satya Nadella thing, guys. He talked about there's billions of gamers out there. Yo, Phil, you full of shit. You can't even sell 40 million consoles. How the fuck are you gonna reach 1 billion gamers? Do you remember them podcasts? Do you remember them tweets, guys?
I remember.
Of course you do, play. They're laughing at him and that. And obviously with the Activision deal with King, 1 billion gamers there play.
See,
But
yeah.
the amount of shit they were talking back then, the setting up the future. When Phil had said shit, first of all, Phil's a fucking gamer.
Mhm.
That's the difference. That is the difference between these other dudes right now, especially that leader of SIE, Jim Ryan. Doesn't know what day is it. Does not know how to hold a controller. We know that. We've seen that picture. Phil's a gamer. He understands the business.
Mhm.
He knows exactly how these developers, how it is to develop games, how the gaming industry works, plays the games, what's good, what's bad, if a game's broken or do they need more time to make this game work properly. He knows all that shit. That's the difference. And every one of them guys were laughing at him when Phil used to say, "There's billions of gamers out there. We want to hit that market," and they were all laughing at him, taking the piss out of him. How can you achieve 1 billion gamers when your Xbox One isn't selling more than 35 million, 40 million? How the fuck can you reach that? At the start of Xbox One gen, you wanted to reach 300 million people. You can't even reach that. Never mind 1 billion gamers. Then but the conversations were happening back then. And there, I know, you were on the same podcast player, and they were laughing at him, taking the piss out of him. No chance you can achieve 1 billion gamers. Look at you now, you pieces of shit.
Sean, I don't know why you get me started with Last Generation, bro. I don't know why you do that.
You know, that's some of the, when it comes to Last Generation, I would say you the master, you the Bible. When it comes to you're the book of proof player, the book of X, the book of dirt.
The book of dirt. Listen, guys, look, Louis Fraxey is about to go down. Look,
Hit
man.
that like button.
Look, man. I like what Sean to say. I'm like the Bible of Last Generation. You know, it's a joke, but it's some serious shit right there because like I choose not to say names. I mean, you know, we say some names, but Sean, everything said by everybody, I can tell you who said that shit.
More or less, yeah.
I can tell you who said. I can tell you who said "Be the behemoth you are." I can tell you who said somebody woke up a sleeping giant. Right? I can tell you who said Xbox Cloud is as powerful as 4 Titans. Right? I can tell you everything they've said. I can tell you who said Xbox, well, PlayStation depends on third party for multiplayer. Oh, I remember listening to that podcast because you might have been
that. Yeah,
I remember.
I was that. I was on the show.
Yeah, I think he was because I remember. I used to listen to that show, multiplayer
podcast. Yeah,
exactly. You know, so I remember, and I have a lot of receipts too.
Let me get this player.
Ray remember too.
Yeah, Gee's a true member for 2 months. Shout out to you, my brother. What Sony and ponies are missing is the expert said, okay, sell your station. We are taking gaming beyond the box. Facts, bro.
Yep.
And people used to laugh at them a few years back. They're not laughing now.
No, now they're crying. I know we're gonna talk about it. Now they're crying.
Now they're crying.
Oh, yo, let me give a plug. I got a video dropping after the show. Ooh, they're crying. Buying studios isn't competing.
I love the chat. Yo, members, use the emojis. Use them emojis and that. Talk that shit. Straight up soft motherfuckers. Now, dirt.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're going to get to the main shit now. We get into the main shit. But Shawn Layden, shout out to Shawn Layden and that. He did what he had to do.
Good. It's good for him, bro.
Good move on that. Avoided the sinking ship. He knew exactly how that movie ends. He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't want to be that person in the water when that big bitch of a console laying on that piece of wood at the end. He knew there was no space. He's in that shit. I totally did. That PlayStation 5 is a weapon. Them face plates are weapons. I wouldn't be surprised if AEW or WWF uses them plates as chairs replacements. I'm telling you right now, player.
So you said instead of the chair, they're gonna just got the face plates.
Face plates. That's what they're gonna use, player. That's the shit I'm talking about. Now, Justin March, the homie. Shout out to you, my brother. $10 and I shout out to you, homie. I hope you're well. Now, guys, I think it's time to get to the main topic.
Hey, bro.
I think it's time.
Hey, you know I'm ready. This topic ain't gonna be no short one either. Let's go.
Oh shit, let's go. Now, first I'm gonna share a picture. Now, this guy, people won't believe it, but I might explain this on a further show when I do, TTMS or something. This dude here, he's my uncle. Now, people are gonna be saying, "Your uncle, Sean, you Pakistani, he's Indian." Well, I'll explain that on TTMS how that works and that. Trust me, play. I will. Now, they're looking at this. Is that a gangster? Is that a gangster picture?
Hey, that's dope.
Who is this dude?
That, my friends, is Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft. Now, make sure y'all listen. CEO of Microsoft. He's not the head of Xbox. I mean, head of Xbox and head of all things gaming, Phil Spencer, that's a great position. Don't get me wrong. But this guy right here is CEO of Microsoft, one of the richest companies in the world. This is the guy that replaced Steve Ballmer. He's a powerful man.
You remember them conversations back in 2012, 2013, 2014.
Oh, yeah.
We heard about them stories about what they had to do to please this man, to prove that Xbox can be a pillar in Microsoft. He had people like Teddy Myson saying Xbox ain't shit, Satya. Phil ain't shit, Satya. Fuck that console, Satya. They're wasting money, Satya.
Yeah.
Phil goes, get your bitch ass out of here, Teddy Myson. Who the fuck do you think you are? You think I'm a punk bitch? You're Satya. Fuck this dude and that. And guess what? Xbox is staying, and I'm gonna prove it to you. Xbox can be part of Microsoft, a pillar in Microsoft, and I'm gonna prove it to you. And he did. We've seen the investments right now. We've seen Phil make his way to the top CEO of gaming. We've seen all of that shit. And Phil's been talking that shit recently. I feel like he's had his chest out. We've seen the interviews talking that shit. Confident. There's no time to pause when it comes to investing, buying studios, buying publishers, buying whatever when it comes to gaming. Now just imagine you get into a fight. Me and you get into a fight versus some bouncers and some shit like that. We go to a club called The Tunnel. This is the Mike Tyson story where we call it the Dirt and Sean story. We go to a place called The Tunnel and that. These bouncers goes, fuck you, you're not coming into this club. You got to take your shoes off. And that's the real thing there. You have to take your shoes off to go into this club. You got to take, we go, no, we're not taking our shoes off. Fuck you and that. Bouncer squares up and that. 3, 4, 5, 6 bouncer squares up and that. Just imagine now this. All of a sudden, 2 o'clock in the morning, you're there. Mike Tyson shows up and that behind you. You're there, Sean. Fuck these motherfuckers now. We'll fuck them up and that. This is the same way when Phil's out there talking that shit. You got the CEO from Microsoft coming out talking that shit. Imagine the captain, the main guy running the ship, comes behind you and that. So I got your back. Your PlayStation, fuck you. Tencent, fuck you. Google Stadia, fuck you. If you want competition, let's compete. You soft motherfuckers. Now some people must be thinking, yo, Sean, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? The CEO is not gonna come and talk that shit. Now here's a clip of him talking that shit. I hope it works here. Let's see. Look at this shit. Has it popped up there?
Yeah.
That's good. Now this is about 50 seconds, guys. Listen to it. Feast the eyes on this.
For us in gaming, we have one goal, which is to bring more games to more gamers on all platforms and provide more choice for publishers everywhere and developers everywhere. And so everything that we're doing with our content, with our our cloud and community, really is about driving that choice and that opportunity. And so we feel very, very confident. Of course, any acquisition of this size will go through scrutiny, but we feel very, very confident that will come out. We are number 4, number 5, depending on how you count in gaming. In fact, the number 1 player, in this case, Sony, I think even in this period has acquired 3 companies. So if this is about competition, let us have competition.
Dude, when you hear that, when you hear the main man who's running Microsoft right now, when he says we're in it for all of the game, and we talked about this interview before, we want to bring more games to all platforms besides that dog shit platform, PlayStation. We know that's what he meant. When you want to compete, if this is about competition, let's talk about competition. Let's have the competition.
Yeah, let's talk.
How does it feel? How does it feel there as an Xbox gamer that the CEO of Microsoft right behind Xbox saying, "We're talking that shit. We're gonna take your lunch. Fuck you. You're not gonna do jack shit about it. What are you gonna do about it? We'll buy anything. We'll buy the fucking store. We'll buy McDonald's. We'll buy Burger King. Fuck you." How does
Right.
it feel to?
Sean, I mentioned the other day when Phil Spencer said some things on that interview, it just seemed like his body language, just his smirk, like the smirks when those people ask him those questions, he just seemed very confident about Activision Blizzard. Now, here we are, a week later, the CEO of Microsoft. Bruh, this is the same guy that asked Phil Spencer, like you alluded to, Sean, like, why are we in the gaming business in 2014? He was up there like, you want to have competition? I mean, like, y'all want competition? Okay, let's do competition. Competition. When he said that shit, I'm just like, yo.
You're dead.
Yo.
Before you continue, this ain't a janitor. This is some guy in the kitchen.
This ain't
cooking
some
up
bot on Twitter.
This ain't Dirt and Sean, on Twitter, on podcast, and a WBG and TTS podcast. This ain't you guys in the chat. This is a motherfucking guy who runs Microsoft.
Sean, not just that. Let me bring this up right quick.
Go for the play.
Because I keep this for people like Other Zinc and shit. Now you see this. Phil Spencer recalls future of Xbox brand was in question after Xbox One's launch. Now, Sean, I'm gonna go to the part. I don't know if y'all can see it, because my Xbox zoom in don't work, man. Maybe it'll work on this one.
Oh, it did something.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Xbox zoom in.
Xbox zoom in. I don't know if y'all can see my cursor. It says so. Satya becomes the CEO in February. Then the question is, do we go forward with Xbox